What up? You see this meal right here? I used just 3 drumsticks for this. Just 3. And of course some other ingredients, but all I needed and used was 3 leftover drumsticks. So let's get into the recipe. Boom. 3 of them. First, clean them off. Clean them. Do whatever you got to do, okay? And I seasoned them. All I used for these drumsticks was some paprika and an all-purpose seasoning, okay? Because I'm just going to be putting these in the air fryer because, like I said, there's only 3. I mean, I could have baked it. You know, you could cook it on the stove. It's really your preference on how you want to cook it, but I'm putting it in the air fryer on 400 degrees for like 20 minutes. But I checked on it. Check on it like and flip it. You know, I checked on it like every like 10 minutes, like 10 minutes or so. I would check on it, and because 20 minutes should be fine to cook these. That should be enough time. But I just kept flipping them, making sure they wasn't drying out or nothing like that. To make sure they basically kept their moisturization. So I sprayed them and made sure just to, just check on them. Okay, you don't want them to burn. I always have a fight with my air fryer. I don't know what that's about. So I'm using long grain white rice. Just cooked. I added some butter to that. And we're going to go ahead and give it a mixy mix. Okay, we just going to mix this thing up. I'm also going to season the rice. If you know me, you know I season everything individually when it comes to things like this. I love a good rice dish. Now, on the rice, I just used some brown sugar and garlic seasoning and a little bit of adobo. And that was all. Get out a mixy mix. And you're going to put that to the side. Well, no. I forgot I did add some paprika and some turmeric because I wanted a little color to my rice. So I just added that and then I put it to the side. Okay. Because like I said, I like to season everything individually when it comes to rice dishes like this. Like the vegetable, the broccoli season, the chicken season, everything just seasoned. I want everything because I want maximum flavors. Okay. So I'm going to be using my vegetable chopper to chop up my onion. I thought I had put too much in there. Well, for me, with the vegetable chopper, it works if you cut it into quarters first. Like, you kind of got to cut even though it's ironic that you're using the vegetable chopper in the first place, so you shouldn't have to cut it. But in order for it to fit in there, you're going to chop that thing up, chop the onion up. But it's so easy to use. I love this vegetable chopper, y'all. I really do. I recommend getting it. It'll make everything simple. Because when it comes to garlic now, all I do is throw it in this thing, pull on the lever, and it's done. Okay. At this point, we're gonna be cooking the onion and the garlic. Okay. So I put a little butter in the pot, in the skillet pot, whatever, and then I added the onion and I added the garlic. Okay. And we're gonna be cooking this. We just basically cooking this until it get a little color on it, because this is basically gonna be the starting process of the adding everything together. You know what I mean? So we're going to let this get a little, little brown on it, little color, a little fragrant. And then we're going to start adding everything else. So let's let that cook. Okay. And I'll be back. Put the top on that thing. And we're back. You see that color? That's what I'm talking about. We're going to go ahead and this is the part we're going to start adding everything in. So first, we're going to add in that chicken. So with the drumsticks, when they was finished from the air fryer, I just basically took the skin off. Like I just basically took the meat off the bone because it was probably falling off anyway at that point because, I like my stuff tender. Just take the meat off the drumsticks and, dice it up, chop it up, do whatever you got to do for it to look like this. And then you're going to add it to the onion. And we just this was all an experiment. I usually, because it's usually an experiment. I like making use of the things that I have in the house. I feel like that is so convenient and like maximum adulting. I don't know what it is, but you got to be able to use what you got in the house. You never know. And we getting towards like the winter time too. And in Michigan, the winters get brutal. Okay. So you might need these. If you in Michigan or you in a cold area, you might need it. So then I added a little bit of Worcestershire. I don't know how to say that. Added some of the Dub sauce, Worcestershire sauce. Yeah, go ahead. I just added a little bit, just a little taste, just a little. I don't know, just for a little razzle dazzle. I like the smell of it too, especially when it's on some chicken or something. It smelled good. Now the rice, it was just steamed. I just some frozen rice, and I just added a little bit of adobo. Okay, just added a little bit of adobo to that, and then added that, and then mix that in. I'm adding everything individually and then mixing it. So I add the chicken with the onion mixed, the broccoli with the chicken and the onion mixed, and then this is the rice that we seasoned up with the butter and all that, and then we mixing that. So now just combine everything, give it all a nice mixy mix. Okay, mix it up. You're gonna just make sure that everything is. You just want everything to be equally incorporated throughout the dish. Okay, because you want to taste all these flavors equally. Okay, so let's get into that. Let's get into this mixing. It's real therapeutic. I love cooking, y'all. I really do. I really, really do. I'm working on making my videos longer again for y'all, and I'm gonna start doing it the long way too, just because y'all deserve that. And I like the look of it. Is it portrait? The rectangular way? You know what I mean. So, okay. Back to the recipe. So, I added a little bit more of the Dub sauce. And I added a little bit of hot sauce. Just a little for a little taste. Literally just a taste. You don't even got to measure that. I don't measure nothing anyway, but just a little taste. And I added a little bit adjusted to see. This is just adjusting the seasoning point, because I didn't even think I was going to do all this. I thought I was going to be done, but I just wanted to add some more flavor. So I added some Dub sauce, just a little bit of hot sauce, and I sprinkled in a little bit of Colby Jack cheese. Just like I said, just a tiny bit. It was experimenting, and it still turned out so good. If you've been following my recipes for a while, you know I ain't steering you wrong. Okay, I ain't never steering you wrong. It's gonna be good. Whatever I'm making, if you hear me and you see me, whatever if it's me, it's gonna be good. That's all I know. That's all I know. And it's done. Okay. If you done adjusted your seasonings right and did what you gotta do, it's done. It is done. And it's good. It smells good. You could feed a whole family with this. In my house currently, you can feed a family with this. You can stretch it. Anything with any rice dish, I feel like you could just stretch as long as you need to. The more rice you have and everything, the bigger the portions, the more you can stretch. Because you could freeze it and all that, like, super quick. If you meals on the go, just anything, just super quick. Perfect for the cold. It's so good. It's so good. I'm coming back. I'm always going to be coming with some quick recipes. So stay tuned for more, because I'm coming with them.